He held the stock for 4 years waiting for it to come back. Every month he added more money hoping to recover what he had already lost. The ship was sinking. He kept pouring coins into the water. Every check he signed made the next one easier to sign. The years kept passing. The investment kept failing. The money kept disappearing. The sunk cost fallacy has one core mechanism: past spending drives future decisions. Your brain cannot let go of money already spent. It treats past costs as future assets. At every crossroads, sunk cost pushes you down the wrong path, because the right path means admitting loss. The poker player cannot fold. He has already bet too much to walk away. The movie is terrible. Nobody leaves. They already paid for the tickets. The meal is awful. They finish every bite. They paid full price. The car is broken beyond repair. They keep fixing it. The mechanic bills keep stacking up. The investor stares at the original purchase price. The chart is going straight down. He cannot look away from where it started. The money is already gone. Every dollar you add is a new decision, not a recovery plan. The rational investor looks only forward. Past costs are completely invisible to him. The emotional investor looks backward. He stumbles over every obstacle because he cannot see where he is going. The Concorde airplane and the Boston Big Dig, two of history's most expensive sunk cost disasters. Governments kept funding the Concorde for decades knowing it would never turn a profit. Construction projects double in cost and still continue because stopping feels more wasteful than finishing. Politicians cannot cancel failing projects. The sunk cost of public commitment is too powerful. Students stay in the wrong degree program for years because switching means the previous years were wasted. People stay in wrong relationships for years because leaving means the invested time meant nothing. Entrepreneurs keep failing businesses open because all the work already put in demands a return. The gym membership sits unused for 12 months. They keep paying. They already paid for the year. The wardrobe is full of unworn clothes with price tags still attached. Throwing them away means admitting the purchase was a mistake. Subscription services never get canceled because canceling means the money already spent was wasted. Research confirms. When people are told money was already spent on a project, they invest significantly more into it, even when the project is clearly failing. People invest up to 50% more into failing projects simply because of prior spending. This is not rational. It is deeply human. Loss aversion and sunk cost activate the same brain region simultaneously, creating a combined force that is extremely difficult to override. Ancient humans refused to abandon dangerous hunts because of effort already spent. That same brain is now managing your investment portfolio. Every dollar trapped in a sunk cost is a dollar unavailable for a better opportunity. The best alternative quietly closes while you stay committed to the wrong investment. The only question that matters at any decision point is, what is the best choice from here forward? Past costs are irrelevant to future decisions, completely and always irrelevant. Zero-based thinking asks one simple question: if I had no money in this investment, would I start it today? If the answer is no, the whiteboard is already clean. Start fresh. Military history is filled with escalating commitments that should have been abandoned years earlier. More troops were sent because previous sacrifice could not be allowed to mean nothing. Each bad decision led to a bigger commitment to justify the previous bad decision. The spiral only goes down. The investor buys more of the falling stock to average down. The position grows larger. The stock keeps falling. Averaging down lowers your cost basis slightly, but it grows your total exposure enormously. The math does not help you here. Throwing good money after bad. This is the oldest financial mistake in history. The British and French governments knew the Concorde would never profit. They kept funding it anyway. The board voted to continue the failed project, not because the data supported it, because of what had already been spent. The pharmaceutical company kept funding the failed drug trial. The research costs already spent made stopping feel impossible. The startup kept building the wrong product, because admitting the early decisions were wrong felt worse than continuing. He kept pushing the boulder uphill. He knew it would roll back. He could not stop because of all the effort already spent. The rational quitter walked away from the boulder, redirected his energy, moved faster and farther without the burden. Quitting is not failure. Sometimes it is the smartest decision you can make. Companies that abandoned sunk costs and pivoted went on to build empires. Companies that held on went bankrupt. Netflix abandoned its entire DVD infrastructure. The sunk cost was enormous. The pivot saved the company. Nokia held on to its old phone business model. The sunk cost of past success blinded it to the smartphone revolution. Before buying any stock, write this down. If this drops 20%, I sell. No exceptions, no negotiations. The stop-loss order executes automatically. Your emotions never get involved. The exit happens before the sunk cost trap closes. An outside perspective sees what you cannot see from inside. A trusted friend points at the exit you have stopped being able to find. The devil's advocate presents the case for abandoning the project. The team considers it without sunk cost bias clouding the room. The accountability partner asks the question you are avoiding. That conversation saves the portfolio. He forced himself through every page of the terrible book, already halfway through, could not stop now. He watched the terrible movie to the very end, checked his watch 12 times, already bought the ticket. He forced himself through the entire buffet, already paid the flat fee. His stomach paid the real price. He spent 3 more hours on the wrong approach because he had already spent 5 hours on it. 8 hours wasted instead of five. Your time is also a sunk cost. Every hour you spend on the wrong path is an hour you cannot redeploy. Emotional energy trapped in the wrong investment drains everything. The gray spreads, the forward momentum dies. The executive refused to cancel the project he publicly championed. His reputation was the sunk cost he could not cut. Admitting the mistake felt worse than continuing the mistake. The ego blocked every rational exit. The biggest sunk cost is your ego, and it is the hardest one to cut. The brain holds both beliefs simultaneously. This investment is failing, and I cannot abandon what I have put into it. The rationalization factory never stops running. Excuse after excuse rolls off the conveyor belt. The brain accepts everyone. He only read the positive news about the failing investment. The negative news bounced off the bubble surrounding him. The information bubble grew thicker with every passing month. Only confirming evidence passed through. Everything else was blocked. The more you have invested, the harder it is to walk away. This is not wisdom. This is a trap. The commitment escalation graph has one direction, up. Each previous investment makes the next one more likely regardless of results. Research shows investors with larger initial positions held losing stocks 40% longer than those with smaller positions. The bigger the sunk cost, the less rational the decision becomes. The relationship is inverse and consistent. Mental accounting stores already spent money in a separate account. Abandoning the investment feels like losing that money twice. The solution is a clear mental dividing line. Past money is gone. Future decisions begin from zero. The letter from your future self who cut losses early describes relief, clarity, and compounded growth. The future self who held the sunk cost is still waiting, still hoping, still paying the opportunity cost every single day. What would you do if you were starting fresh today with no prior investment in this position? The sunk cost audit circles every position held past its rational exit point. The pattern is always uncomfortable to see. The portfolio health check places green markers on rational holdings and red flags on sunk cost traps. If you would not buy it today at this price, you should probably sell it. This rule alone will save you years of losses. The newspaper test asks, would continuing this investment make headlines as obviously irrational behavior? Read that headline carefully. The mentor asks one question. If you had no money in this investment, would you start it today? The investor pauses, actually considers the question. The honest answer is already forming. He walks away from the failed investment. His posture is lighter. New opportunities are already opening ahead. The emotional weight lifts. The color returns. The forward path brightens. This is what cutting a loss actually feels like. The freed capital flows immediately into a better opportunity. The money is working again instead of sitting trapped. The compound growth of redeployed capital versus the continued loss of the sunk cost investment. The 10-year gap is enormous. Every day you stay in a losing position is a new decision to lose. You are not waiting, you are choosing.
You cannot undo the past, but you control every single decision from this moment forward. The honest answer is always forward. Always. The investor freed from the bad investment walks into open space. The chains are gone. The possibilities are expanding. 10 years later, the sunk cost follower is still trapped. The rational quitter is thriving with compounded returns. The gap is enormous. The best time to cut a loss was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Subscribe. The honest dollar never looks back. Your past decisions do not own your future. I am the honest dollar, and I have been trapped in sunk costs more times than I can count. The investors who learned to walk away, they kept me a little longer. Your past decisions do not own your future. Only your next one does.